We now have the second episode of Tales of the Walking Dead. This episode is called Blair and Gina, and if you haven't seen this episode yet and you don't want to get it spoiled for you, do not listen to this review because this review is going to contain full spoilers for the episode. You've been warned. So going into the episode, I was actually very excited. Prior to the release of the series, AMC gave critics episode 1 and episode 2. A majority of the critics were saying episode 1 was fine, but episode 2 was really, really good. So I was going in very, very excited. I was hoping it'd be really good. Now, it came out a couple of days ago. I wasn't rushing to watch it, so I wasn't that excited. But switched it on today. It starts off, and as it starts off, I was very much intrigued. I liked the character of Gina. I found Blair to be a bitch. Blair's a bitch. But I was interested in Gina, and when she comes out with a shotgun, I was thinking, oh wow, she's going to be a pretty badass survivor. But then the tankard holding the gas blows up, and then they go back to the office. And I was thinking, oh, okay, so this is a repeat in the day situation. Now, bear in mind, Groundhog Day is one of my favorite movies. I watch Groundhog Day every year on February 2nd. I watch it. I adore that movie. Repeat kind of movies like that, similar to movies like Happy Death Day, I really enjoy them. But this show was advertised as a canon TV show, so this takes place in the Walking Dead universe. So we know somewhere out there in the Walking Dead universe, Terry Crews is very good chance he's still alive out there when Rick's off doing his stuff. Next week's episode we see is an alpha episode. So this all takes place in the same universe as The Walking Dead. If they announced prior that these are all different worlds, different things like the What If series, I'd be like, fair enough, but this happens in the mainstream Walking Dead universe, and it's just really, really weird. Tonally, it's really odd. Episode 1 and 2, you'd be crazy not to call them comedies. Now, bear in mind, I like to laugh like everybody. I love watching comedies, but The Walking Dead has never been a comedic show to me. I've seen elements in episodes that are funny. You're always going to get that. There's one of my favourite episodes of the original series is episode 10 of series 6 when Rick and Daryl are on the road and they first meet Jesus. I really love that. I think the banter between the two of them, the comedic element, I think that's such a funny episode and it's so good to watch. But so far, Tales of the Walking Dead feels like it's comedy first with story to follow. Comedy first with drama to follow. It feels like nothing about this so far has made me have the urgency to watch it, and this episode really just made it prominent to me. We got 4 episodes left. Don't know what they're about, but having the constant repeat of the same day happening here, it felt like they weren't really sure what to do with this episode because they just kept doing the same thing again, which I know is what happens in a repeat day. But for a Walking Dead World franchise TV show, I don't think this fits. I thought the characters, they were fine. Gina, I thought, which was weird, I started off liking Gina, and as the episode went on, I started to dislike Gina, and I started off not liking Blair. As the episode went on, I started to like Blair. We got to see the same thing over and over again, as I said, but I felt like they didn't live in the world of that repeat long enough. We got a couple of them where we got to see the scenario play out, but then they just kind of rush through like they do in a movie, like Groundhog Day when they do that montage rushing through. But they didn't spend enough time showing each universe. Like the first universe we're in, I think it was like 15 minutes, and then the whole thing shifted. And after that, it was just quick minute or two, just to show it was going over and over again. And I just felt very unsatisfied by the episode. I felt like I was watching it going, why am I watching this? Why am I wasting my time watching this? I felt like if next week's wasn't Alpha's episode, I wouldn't have any urgency to watch it. But I am honestly really, really disappointed. There's like honestly not a lot to say because nothing really happens in this episode. There's nothing noteworthy about this episode. Nothing to kind of talk about when we're going, oh yeah, that I love that scene. Where even last week in Terry Crews' episode, which I am truly baffled to say I actually enjoyed more, because going into this series I was really uninterested by the idea of Terry Crews being in the Walking Dead universe, but I enjoyed last week's episode a lot more. There's more to talk about. This doesn't feel Walking Dead. Like, you can say what you want, that of course they're going to try branch out, do different things because they want this universe to last for so long, which is well and good, doing different things, but you've got to do different things while remembering what universe you're in. You've got to do different things while still keeping the basic concept of the original show or the original movie in mind. You can't just do something completely 180 and do something absolutely bonkers if it takes place in the same universe. Again, if it was a different universe, I would have no issue. If I found out that every one of these episodes, all 6 of these episodes takes place in different universes, every single one, the Alpha episode takes place in our universe, but every other one takes place in a different universe, I would have no issue. But the fact that this takes place in the Walking Dead universe, I don't like it. Just imagine that. Fear the Walking Dead. I remember even before, as far as I know, I was going into season 6, but they announced that they were saying, oh, there's going to be a musical episode. And then everyone went ballistic saying, why the fuck would you do a musical episode? Which is fair enough. Why would you do a musical episode in the Walking Dead universe? And I feel like we might get something like that from Tales of the Walking Dead. I get why people might like it. It's going, oh, it's so different, so new for the Walking Dead universe. But as someone who loves the Walking Dead universe, has been with Fear the Walking Dead and World Beyond from day one, joined the Walking Dead in season 4, I really wasn't a fan of this. It's just really, really disappointing. Honestly, I think it's a bad episode. I hate to say it, but I kind of hate this episode. There really is nothing about this episode that I enjoyed, but there's really not much to talk about, so let me know what you thought about the second episode of The Walking Dead, or Tales of the Walking Dead. Let me know your thoughts on the episode. Do you disagree with me? Do you agree with me? Do you think it's a fantastic episode, really reinvents the franchise? Let me know all that in the comment section down below. If you want to hear future Walking Dead takes from me, click that subscribe button. We got 4 weeks left of Tales, and then we're back into the original Walking Dead series for its final part of the final season. So if you want to hear all my thoughts on everything Walking Dead, click the subscribe button. And as always, thanks for listening.